Alright, so I'm going to record a quick how to fight Sol on a basic level. Now, Sol is debatably the best character in the game, and everyone is fighting a lot of Sol players. Now, there's a lot of character-specific stuff that I am not going to go over, and most of how you fight Sol is just kind of be good at Guilty Gear and know your character-specific options against him. But there are some other things. Now, the thing about this is that he's got some means about him, because he's, GG, shake my hand. This button's super good, right? It's not even Sol's best button. Like, come on, this thing is huge. But it is something that, like, a lot of Sol players are doing this. They're doing far slash into far slash into far slash into far slash. And that is not real. You can always challenge that. Now, he can back it up. He can do that to blow up you challenging him. But if you at least make him show you that. Now, if I play this back, he's going to do it right there. Oh, no, not there. And you can hit him there. And I'm bad. But it has an 8-frame gap. Now, Axel has the slowest buttons in the game, so it's harder for him than any other character. That's why I'm playing Axel at all. Is to show you that every character in the game can, in fact, deal with that string. Now, he can blow it up. You will sometimes have to block it because you're afraid of that. But it is also, if you're blocking this, the frame trap, it's over. His pressure is over. There's nothing you can do to make it last outside of RC. Now, if he cancels this move into something, it's either always punishable or still minus anyway. Now, the thing about this is the next thing is that a lot of Sols are doing this. And then they're pressing 5K and you're pressing buttons and you're getting counter hit. It's -2, which means if it is misspaced, that's a punish. Hooray! Punishes are great. You have to throw it. Unless you're Geo, Sol, or Chip, you cannot take the turn away from Sol because his 5K will beat your button. And so you have to throw it. Now, it is minus, and his kick does not technically hit low, so you can do low profile stuff. But it is a punish at all, like at any close range, anywhere he's throwable. And that includes the air one. However, the air one was a lot less consistent because it has to hit high on your body. Otherwise, it is not throwable, or it has to not hit far out. So if the air one, not a super reliable punish, it's only kind of very spacing specific. Now, the other stuff, is this Gunflame? No, it's this move. Now, this move, a lot of Sol players are still doing this. Please punish it. It's minus. Just punish it. Practice the timing a little bit. It's not that hard. Is always right next to you, so whatever your fastest button is, do that punish. This is, I believe, a 7-frame normal. Is it 7 frame? It might be 6. I don't remember. But it is minus punish it. Every character in the game can punish it. Now, a lot of Sols are doing this, where they are doing that into Gunflame, and then they're continuing it. Now, Sol is minus at pretty much all ranges that you block Gunflame. Unless you're super far out, Sol is minus. Now, some characters, like Axel, can outright punish it. If they have a button that reaches far enough at close range, that is actually punishable. You saw the counter hit. That means he was still in recovery from the fireball. Now, that is, not every character can do that, but it's worth checking, and there's a lot of ranges that you actually can get away with it. But at the very least, take your turn back, get out of the corner. Now, the other stuff is that if you are slightly further out, you can jump over it. And if I had pressed HS a little bit earlier, that also would have been a punish. Now, not every character has this wonderful button that reaches super low, so not everyone can do that. But you can jump out of Gunflame. It's not tight. So if he's further away, like this sort of range, like right there, you can just jump out. and it's an air dash over him, whatever. Now, he can RC and air throw you, all that sort of stuff, so be aware, but it's still good to know. Now, the last thing that people are struggling with is this big boy. This button is... oh god, I hate this button. It's so good. But it is whiff punishable. You do have to play footsies with it. You can hit it. You hit it on startup, and you can whiff punish it. That is what you do about it. It is minus if you block it, and at close ranges, some characters can punish it. But this button's very good. There's not a whole lot to say about it, but you do have to play footsies with it. The last thing that I want to record, and I have 6 things to talk about, is this button. This is an amazing button. It's 3 frames. It's an excellent anti-air. But a lot of Soul players are not canceling it. They're just not getting the timing because it's kind of tight. They can't delay cancel it because it's, you know, a weird normal. It's just one of the quirks of the character. And so they're not canceling out of it. And it is very punishable. In fact, if a Soul player ever whiffs this button, hit them. Just try and hit them. You'll get them a lot of the time. It has a lot of recovery. And a lot of Soul players are still whiffing it, and they're leaving that damage on the table. It does not hit higher moves, so anything that is low will go under it and not have to worry as much, because it only hits the upper body, so a lot of times it'll do like that, unless the first hit's going to reach a little further away is where I had him run to. Like, it doesn't hit crouchers, so a lot of times you can crouch punch it, whatever. But do punish that move on whiff, and if they do drop it, just be ready for them to drop it occasionally, because like even Deb and the best Soul players in the world are still doing that sometimes and getting away with it. Please punish it. It is super important to get that damage when you can. Now, times to burst against Soul is important to know, because he does a lot of damage. And that's kind of going to be outside the purview of this because I have not extensively tested it. There are a few places that you can guarantee burst in his combos, and it is very difficult for him to bait it. Do look for the guaranteed bursts, because the worst thing is to get hit by a big combo and then still get punished. Again, Soul is one of the highest damage characters in the game. Not the highest, but he's one of them. And, you know, knowing that stuff against him is actually important. And that's about it. That's the core of the universal stuff against Soul. There's some character-specific stuff, like him not being able to get the far slash into 2K against Nago because it goes over him. There's a lot of little, like, tricky stuff you can do about Soul. But it is stuff that's kind of all character-specific, and it's out of the purview of this series. So I hope this helps someone. Do be aware, and I guess I'll say one more thing. The last thing is Vortex. It is not invuln. You can hit him, but it's punishable on block. Do punish it. It leads to a lot. Like, it leads to everything. He gives him the world. And he can RC it and make it... It's annoying, but you can technically hit it. So, be aware. And that's pretty much it. That's kind of the end of this video. So I hope this helps some. I might do a revamp when you can't really talk about Soul without getting into the stuff that's outside of the purview of the series. So that's about it. Have a good day, and bye for now.